Blue Jays baseball, Toronto Raptors basketball, and Toronto Maple Leafs hockey. The Fan 590 has you covered in every sport.
I spoke to him right after the game. He called the game for Sportsnet. And let's now hear Todd, or Tom. I keep calling him Todd. Todd Richardson. Todd Richards is the coach of some NHL team. I'm just way off my game tonight. This show is just off the rails. Tom Richardson, Ryerson Rams color analyst. Tom, how did it feel when you got the call that you knew you were going to call a game at Maple Leaf Gardens?
Well, I mean, honestly, it was a great opportunity, absolute honor that I was asked to do it. And, I think more than anything, just kind of walking into the Gardens or Mattamy Athletic Center tonight was just kind of seeing where Ryerson's gone, honestly, in months. I mean, they started building the Gardens probably when I started going to school.
Were Carlisle's comments that bad last night?
I think, you know what? I think the timing of it was, yeah, absolutely. And here's the thing. You can say, James Reimer was okay. And then you go on. But you don't go, James Reimer was okay. Just okay. As in, essentially you're saying he's not very, you're saying he wasn't very good.
It was just that Randy was asked a question about James Reimer, and he answered it honestly. I don't think he called him out. I don't think he threw him under the bus. I don't know who's starting tonight, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see him back in there between the pipes.
Oh, God, I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly, I mean, I don't think there's any controversy brewing between Reimer and Carlisle. I think it honestly comes down to Bernier's been a bit better, and he's gone the raw end of the stick. Reimer has, and I honestly don't think Carlisle's comments were that bad last night.
Yeah, it was just walking into the Garden, seeing kind of the atmosphere that has been there throughout with the games like Wake Forest against the Ryerson Rams men's basketball team. It was just so cool seeing just the buzz and the attention that a Ryerson venue, just the Ryerson rink was getting, and it was just really, really cool to see.
Well, talk about being an alum of Ryerson and then actually calling a game at the new rink and calling NHL players. How surreal was that for you?
It was totally surreal. I mean, we're calling the Rams games basketball, volleyball, hockey, and I mean, great competition. It's good intensity, but I mean, just seeing the professionals out there, seeing the guys that do this for a living, I mean, it was almost, as you put it was totally surreal. And, it more so than that, just the guys around me, the media personalities around me, it was really, really cool. It just really made us feel part of the action, made us feel like we were working in the industry, which we all hope to do one day.
All right. Who would you have called out if you were him?
I think it has to be Clarkson every game. I mean, you're basically shorthanded every single time the guy gets any ice time. It's brutal how bad he's been this year. And, it's disappointing because you look back to last year and it's pretty much the one area that we really needed to improve in was that grit, kind of grinding, going to the corners, get the puck kind of game. And, that's exactly what you think you're going to get a guy from David Clarkson along with maybe 20 goals. And, man, it has just been terrible. So... Yeah, that's basically it.
He's a color analyst for the Ryerson Rams, Tom Richardson, joining us here on Sportsnet Overnight. My name is George Russick. Tom, for a lot of people who want to get into play-by-play or have dreams of being the next Bob Cole like yourself, how does one prepare for a game, and especially a game like this when we know a lot of the players, but how do you prep for a game to make sure, you got all the names right and you got them on the fly?
Well, honestly, I mean, just being comfortable, I think just kind of understanding that, you're going to get better in time. You're going to get better with experience. Tonight was not my first crack at it. I mean, I started broadcasting around this time last year. And, this is obviously way more intense than anything I've done with the Rams so far, just the media attention that was at the Gardens. But, just being comfortable, knowing what you have to say, knowing what you're getting yourself into. And for Rams games and for university sports, most of these players you're going to have to research to actually get to know who they are, get to know their stats, get to know where they're from, stuff like that. So, just really doing your research and basically just knowing your stuff, just knowing everything that there is to know, and just being prepared, bottom line.
The Fan 590 delivers Toronto sports. Paul and Eric Jones with the Raptors, Howarth and Ashby with the Jays, and Jeff Blair mornings with the latest from Leafland. With updates every 20 minutes, Toronto fans know their teams. Football! Every buzzer beater, every hit, every goal, every save. The Fan 590 has everything sports, and that's all we ever talk about.
Tom, before I let you go, you are the color analyst for the Ryerson Rams. Talk about their season thus far, and what can we expect from the club for the rest of the year?
The men's hockey team?
Yeah.
They're so far, they have had a bit of a rough go, but they've strung together some really big wins against some top teams in the past couple of weeks. And going into the winter break here, things are looking up for them. I think with coming into the new building, making the transfer over from George Bell last year, and then coming into, the new Mattamy Athletic Center, I think, at the beginning, it was almost, as you mentioned, that building alone, it was surreal to be playing at the old Maple Leaf Gardens. And I think with their comfortability, everything that's been going on, all the media attention they've been getting, and they're kind of finally starting to mesh and really gel as a team. So, I look in the second half to see really good things and big things for the Ryerson Rams, and hopefully that means a playoff spot in the near future.
Fresh off calling Team Stamkos versus Team Subban at the NHLPA's Goals and Dreams Fund and RBC's Play Hockey Initiative at the old Maple Leaf Gardens, Tom Richardson. He is the color analyst for the Ryerson Rams. Tom, thanks for doing this, and congratulations on the great opportunity.
Thank you so much, and thank you